Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're talking Lewis Hamilton. For me, his season in 2024 has been a disgrace. His qualifying, his races, he's had a couple of successes this season, but it's nowhere near up to the elite standards that Lewis should set himself. Mercedes have given him his career and now he's paying it back with mediocre performances after performances. It's not good enough. His qualifying has been an absolute disgrace this season. I mean, all-time pole holder getting beat week in, week out by a mirror lovey. For some background, it hurts to see Lewis just rolling round, fighting these new guys. These new guys look up to him, and now he's fighting with them to get points. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing for Lewis's standards. He's elite. He's probably the best driver we've ever seen. It's not good enough. And there'll be fans here that don't acknowledge that Lewis has been poor this season. He's been dreadful. His qualifying's nowhere near up to par. He's the all-time pole holder. He should be setting the bar, the example. Where's the hunger, pride, motivation? What else have I got? Where's the passion, drive, pride, motivation, the hunger? Mercedes have given you everything. Mercedes have basically carried your career. 7 titles, all your success has come with Mercedes. You should be doing everything and your utmost to end on a high. It's not ending on a high, it's ending on a bad note. It's sad to see Lewis Hamilton rolling round in 10th, 15th, bouncing around, bumpiest ride ever. It's painful to see. Obviously, I supported Lewis for a long time, but then he became unbearable with his inclusion, ticker box, pundit hires, diversity. It's bollocks, man. So I decided to support Russell instead. Because Lewis, as a driver, ultimate respect, but the way he goes on about all this inclusion, diversity is absolute nonsense. Focus on driving. And that is what I say now. Focus on the driving. Like I say, where's the hunger? Where's your pride, motivation? You're the GOAT. You set the bar. These people look up to you. And this season you've dwindled and dwindled and dwindled. And you'll tell me that you won at Silverstone. And by God, was that an emotional race. I had a tear in my eye. To see him come through painful years of not winning, to win again. It was a spectacular moment and probably the best moment of the season. Spa, you got gifted the win because of Russell's disqualification. It's not good enough by Lewis's standards. He should be really tearing into Mercedes. He should be expecting more of himself. It's like me, he knows he's going to Ferrari, so he's just dwindling his Mercedes career. He owes everything to Mercedes. Let's have it real. He owes his career to Mercedes. Yeah. Seeing Lewis drive round at the back is painful for me. You've got guys like Ollie Behrman, Colapinto, who look up to him, and now he's literally on the limit, racing these lot for points. That is embarrassing for Lewis Hamilton. Absolute humiliation. Yeah, and he's not looked comfortable in this Mercedes car. He's very critical. He plays around with setup, chasing the setup tail, and really mugs off the fans with the excuses. Oh, it's great on Friday, man, but once we get to Saturday, it's wagging its tail, man. What's going on, man? I see you out there, the Brazilian flags. I'm a Brazilian citizen now, man. In it, man. Focus on the driving. Battered by the male model. A male model who takes mirror selfies before the sessions. Battered. George Russell. I'm a Russell fan now, but I mean, come on. There's levels in this game, and Lewis is levels above Russell. But this season, to be behind George Russell is disgraceful. And Russell's held his own against Lewis. People say Lewis is on the decline. He's been on the decline from 2021 when he got robbed of the 8th title. But yeah, Russell, 192. Lewis, 190. 7th in the drivers for Lewis Hamilton. I don't care what you say, how bad the car is. Lewis should always be ahead of Russell. Because there's levels in this game, and Lewis is a better driver than Russell. Yeah, qualifying is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. All-time pole holder, and you are now losing 16.5 to a guy who takes his top off more than he races. That is an alarming stat, an amazing stat. And Charles Leclerc will cause Lewis Hamilton problems next season. Will he beat him? Probably not, because he's too inconsistent on race days. But Lewis needs to up his game. I'm not hearing anyone defending him now. It's not good enough for Lewis Hamilton standards. If you're coming on here bashing your keyboard and defending Lewis, then you need to give your head a wobble, because he's elite and we judge him as elite. Yeah, he's had a poor 2024 season, in my opinion. It's poor by elite standards that we judge Lewis. He's got 2 wins. Silverstone, as I covered, was emotional, and it was great to see him win again and celebrate and hear that British anthem. And what better place to win again after painful years at Silverstone. Spa, he was gifted the win due to a disqualification. He's had 4 podiums. There was that little spice where he had 3 podiums in a row: Silverstone, Hungary and Spa, and I believe he got one at Spain. Highlight: Silverstone win. As he checked out, he's Ferrari bound. Ferrari probably are thinking they've made a big mistake at the minute, because Lewis's performance are not warrant of a Ferrari drive. They really aren't. I say it how I see it. Lewis, for me, he's amazing to watch. As a driver, you're not going to find any better. Wet, dry, just he's brilliant to watch. I always respect him as a driver. But yeah, he focuses off track, doesn't he? Diversity, inclusion. Oh, we need more females in the paddock. And now, Lewis, thanks to you, yes, you, RTV's unwatchable now. You tit. Mercedes gave him his career, titles, successes, drives, and he should be owing them. And he's going like this just to end his Mercedes career. Yeah. Where's his passion? Where's it? Where is it right now? The car's bad. Where's your passion? Where's your motivation? You haven't got a good car, but you still need to be motivated in this industry. Drive to prove Ferrari made the right call. Drive to prove, no matter how bad the car is, you're going to deliver. Pride, 7-time champion, elite. Everyone looks up to you. You should have that pride. And the hunger should be there to get that 8th title, which you should already have. And you go into Ferrari, which you've always dreamed to go to. You set the example. People look up to you. You need to up your game, Lewis Hamilton. And I say it how I see it. As always, if you do have a video idea for the channel, we've got a couple of weeks off now. Be sure to comment. I've got a few written down, but if you got a video idea for me, comment down below and we'll get that done. Racing Ollie Behrman and Colapinto is a disgrace for Lewis Hamilton. These guys look up to him, and yeah, seeing Lewis fight for 10th, on the limit for 10th at Brazil, with 5 retirements by the way, was a joke. And he's battered week in, week out by Russell. I mean, look at Russell's performance at Brazil. He was up there at 2nd in quali and was leading the race. And Lewis is tossing it around, fighting for just 1 point. It's embarrassing, man. Come on. Let's have it real. Complains about bouncing. And he does mug off the fans saying, oh, we've got different cars. I'm chasing my tail with the setup. It's every week. It's amazing on Friday. Shit on Saturday. And shit on Sunday. Yeah. Needs to end. Call it as you see it. Or not at all. I think we got a bit of freezing there. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you can still hear me. His Mercedes career ending on a low, not a high. 7 titles, 105 wins, 201 podiums. We're back now. Hopefully you picked that up. 7 titles, 105 wins, 201 podiums, 104 balls. He sets the example. At the minute, no. And you got to ask the question, every time Lewis Hamilton has a bad car, my subscriber always said he cannot drive a bad car. We're seeing evidence of that this season. And we've seen evidence of that in 22, 23 and 24. If the car's not up to peak level, Lewis seems to struggle. And Leclerc next season, it's going to be a tasty battle. I want to see Lewis back at the front. He should not be rolling round, scrapping for 1 point. Yeah, it's painful to see. I still admire Hamilton. I still respect him. I want to see him battle at the front with the likes of Max, you know. He's still... I mean, there's huge questions going to Ferrari. Has he still got the drive, the hunger? He's been doing this a long time. Yeah, comment down below your thoughts. Divides opinion, Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, as always, yeah, if you got a video idea for me, comment down below. Yeah, adios, adios. Needs to up his game. Elite standards. Where are they?